Animal Form and Function 2, Lecture 17, Reproduction and Development. Reproduction and Development. In this chapter, we will study about asexual reproduction in invertebrates, advantages and disadvantages of asexual reproduction, sexual reproduction in invertebrates, advantages and disadvantages of sexual reproduction in vertebrates, reproductive stages, examples of reproduction among various vertebrate classes, the human male reproductive system, spermatogenesis, transport and hormonal control, reproductive function, the human female reproductive system, folliculogenesis, transport and hormonal control, reproductive function, hormonal regulation in gestation, prenatal development and birth, the placenta, milk production and lactation. Reproduction and development. Reproduction is basic attribute of all life forms. Although in modern zoology, development is the center stage in reproduction. The whole process includes the behavior, anatomy, physiology of adults, whether protist, invertebrates or vertebrates. So your behavior is most important during the reproduction. And then comes to your anatomy, male and female features. Both male and female features have various complex organs. Here you can see the peacock with various colors. As this peacock dance, it will attract its female. These colors attract will be female. Asexual reproduction in invertebrates. In biological sense, the reproduction means producing the offspring that may or may not be exact copies of the parents. Like mitosis, reproduction is part of life cycle, that frame of events in which animal grows, will increase size, develop and then reproduce according to program of instruction that is encoded in the DNA and inherited from their parents. Then asexual reproduction. The first organism to evolve probably reproduced by pinching into two, that is, without the union of gametes or the sex cells. It means there is no genetic diversity. In the first 2 billion years or more of evolution, asexual reproduction were probably only the mean by which primitive organisms could increase their number, but without genetic diversity. Here you can see the binary fission and the multiple fission. Both are examples in the asexual reproduction, having same genetic makeup, having the same size, same body features. Just binary fission. In binary fission, one animal will divide into two. In multiple fission, one animal divided into many animals. Evolution. While asexual reproduction effectively increases number of species, those species evolve very slowly as they have less genetic diversity. All offsprings are alike and providing less genetic diversity for evolutionary selection. Asexual reproduction in invertebrates. Asexual reproduction is common among protozoans. Lower invertebrates include sponges, jellyfishes, flatworms, and many segmented worms that rare among the higher invertebrates. Ability for asexual reproduction. The ability to reproduce asexually correlates with the marked capacity for regeneration. As invertebrates have parenchyma that have the regenerative cells, so they regenerate their missing parts. Asexual reproduction includes fission, budding, internal budding, external budding, fragmentation, parthenogenesis. Comparatively uncommon, occurs in the few invertebrates. Fission. Fission is present in the protist and some multicellular organisms like cnidarians, annelids. They produce many cells or into two cells. They reproduce by fission by division of one cell body or body parts into two. Here you can see one organism is divided into two. In this process, the cell pinches into two by inward furrowing of plasma membrane. Binary fishes is division is equal, and each offspring consists of approximately equal amount of protoplasm and associated all structures, that is cytoplasm, nucleus, mitochondrion. Each and everything is in equal distribution. Boundary fission is common in protozoans for some only means of reproduction, and the plane of division may be asymmetrical, transverse, longitudinal, depends upon the species. Asymmetrical, that there is no arrangement, transverse in the horizontal plane, longitudinal into the vertical plane. Boundary fission is mainly common in flatworms, planarians, that reproduces by longitudinal fission, that convert one individual into two zooids. Then reproduction and development. They have both asexual and sexual reproduction. Asexual by transfer fissions. The fission usually begins as the construction behind the pharynx. The two or more animals that form from the fission are called zooids. Regenerate missing parts after separating from each other because of parenchymal cells. Here you can see the zone of fission, that anterior zooid, posterior zooid. Anterior zooid have the head region of the older animal, and new posterior portion will be regenerated. Posterior zooid have the posterior portion of older parent, and new anterior region will be regenerated. In multiple fission, some flatworms and annelids reproduce by forming numerous constrictions along the length of the body, that is, a chain of daughter cells results, and each daughter cell will produce a separate individual. Multiple fission is there, that one parent cell having the one nucleus, then nuclear division will take place. Many nuclei contained in the cyst, and cyst breaks and daughter cells are released. That is also called the schizogony. Thanks.